Hey guys, what's up? This is Connor. I hope you have an amazing day as per usual. Now, as you can probably see, we're in a bit of a different setting today. Right, you can see the mountains behind me. Now, I know there's no sunlight on my face, but unfortunately, the sun has decided to set over that side of the mountain today. And to be honest, I just wanted to come and record a video because this view is just insane, absolutely crazy. Uh, what's this video about? Well, it's not going to be about education. It's not going to be about information, the usual type video. If anything, I want this to serve as inspiration to somebody who is struggling to make money online. They've tried to figure this out for a while. You know, you've listened to the gurus, you've been sold into the lifestyle, and it just hasn't worked. Trust me, brother, I understand, I get you, but if you give it enough time with the right strategy, with the right mentor, you will get to where you want to go. I promise you that. I promise you that. Right now, I'm staying in the best villa I could find in Da Nang, Vietnam. I paid 1.3K for the whole night, just one night. I know, craziness. And the reason I tell you this is not to flex, but more of in the way that kind of 4 or 5 years ago would not even fathom this being possible, let alone 2 years ago. And so I think this video again, it's not going to be more an education, more information video. I just want this to serve inspiration, as in you can do this too. I am just a guy. I'm not smarter than you, right? I'm not more handsome than you. I'm not whatever beliefs that you're going to probably tell yourself as to why you are not doing what you want to do in life. If like, and again, I want to preface by saying this is, the reason I booked this hotel or this resort stay is because I hit an amazing milestone with the RSA. We onboarded about 22 or 23 students last month, which I'm super stoked with. And we're actually capping that at, 4 to 5 students a week now moving forwards. But yeah, guys, I mean, look, I'm going to be straight shooter, honest with you. It's just usually how I roll. I try to be as raw, honest, and transparent as possible. I guess that's kind of what I pride myself on, especially on this YouTube channel. But look, I came from a good family. I didn't do it tough. I've never had to worry about putting food on my table. I've never had to worry about a roof over my head. I've been lucky, right? But don't let that be the excuse as to why you can't get what you want in life and why you can't get to where you want to go with making money online, right? I hear too many people make the excuses that they can't do things because of the situation. A key quote, or I guess a key word of inspiration that one of my mentors, Matt, told me many years ago is everything in your life, or certain things in your life, may not be your fault, but they are definitely your problem. And so the moment that you start taking accountability and full responsibility in your life is when you will see it to start change. That's the key pivot and change I had 4 or 5 plus years ago. And if that can be you watching this video, then stoked. Super amazing, right? But again, guys, look, to get to where I am today took, in total probably like 6 years, but actually like 4 years of concentrated effort. And this is why I think most people aren't successful doing what they want to do in life, is because they can't stick to it. They get shiny object syndrome. They try every different business. You're probably in the same position as I'm probably talking about now. Probably try drop shipping, affiliate marketing, marketing agencies, all that type of stuff. And nothing's worked, right? The reason I know that is because I was you. I tried that for years and it didn't work, right? But then I found one skill that was beginner friendly and I did it for years and I stacked and accumulated skills over time, not just sales, but business acumen in general. And that's enabled me to be in the position that I am in today, right? Now, just in general, guys, I mean, if you haven't seen my full video on like my true, raw, honest experience on like high ticket closing or high ticket sales, go watch that. But yeah, look, again, I didn't come from a hard upbringing or a hard childhood. I have amazing parents. I had an amazing upbringing. I'm actually quite lucky. I'm kind of like from a middle class family, right? But that doesn't mean this journey wasn't hard. It sucked, man. It genuinely sucked, right? And so like I like to tell a lot of my guys inside the RSA community is that when you're gonna have to eat shit, don't take big bites, don't nibble. And for a while, I nibbled there for a bit. And that's why I didn't get the results I was looking for. Because I was just like, oh, trying this, trying that. Uh, Dragonfly just almost hit me. I don't know what the fuck that was. But anyways, continuing on, moving forward, the video must continue. Um, you know, doing this stuff is hard. man, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. You're not going to be a millionaire in 90 days, like all the gurus tell you. But you can get financial time and geographical freedom, but you just have to give it enough time, man. You have to have the right mentor, the right strategy, the right skills, and just give it enough time. But not enough people do that. Right? They work with a mentor, they get stuck. It's a bad mentor. They get beliefs of like, oh, everything's just a scam. They just took my money. It doesn't work anymore, which is tragic, to say the least. And that's why I built the RSA and do what I do today, to inspire other young guys or any walk of life of where you're coming from, any age, right? To make money online, do something different for themselves, take control, right? Because there's nothing more liberating than quitting your job, traveling the world, do what you want, living life on your own terms. Because, quite frankly, I could never go back. I could never report to a boss again. I just couldn't do it. There's no way. I can just think about my old manager from Bunnings, my retail store, the old retail job that I used to work, just breathing down my neck, giving me passive aggressive comments. And I remember how much I fucking hated that job. I hated it so much. So much. And I wanted nothing more than to quit. I wanted nothing more to do something different. And I made it work. It was hard in the beginning. It sucked. Man, it sucked. Cold calling early in the mornings from like 4 to 9 before my work at like 10 to 6 at my retail job. And I did it for months on end, man, up to a year before I even saw any some substantial results. And I had some delusional belief that I was going to figure it out and make it. I didn't have the right mentor, I didn't have the right strategy, the right structure. And, to be honest, it is so fulfilling to see guys in my community shortcutting the journey that took me years in the matter of hours, weeks, and months. It is just crazy, and it's super fulfilling to see. And that's my whole purpose right now, is to help people see, right, become more conscious, right, become more personal development, be more developed, become a better man, become a better person, right? That's what I believe my my purpose is for the next couple of years. That's my journey, at least in my belief. And again, I think I don't really didn't really have any plan for this video in specific or particular, but I just wanted to make this video to show you what's possible. Like it is real, right? I pride myself on being as authentic and as real as possible. Hopefully you can see I'm a real guy, just like you. I'm not a guru. I haven't cut up my video. I haven't got the fancy editors. I haven't got any of this type of stuff. I'm just a dude, right? I mean, to serve as more inspiration, I passed maths in high school, advanced maths in high school by 1 mark. I barely just scraped a pass. I failed at advanced science. And to be honest with you, I thought my life was over at that point. I thought that I couldn't do the career that my parents wanted me to do, or at least I thought my parents wanted me to do, that would seem that I was going to be successful, right? I remember thinking that, 6 figures is going to make me successful, or this fancy science degree, or this fancy degree from some university that I don't care about, that I'd probably hate, that made no sense to me, would make people happy, or make people feel that I'm successful. I've surpassed a point now where I literally don't care what people think about me, which is definitely a great feeling. I surpassed it probably a couple months ago this year, which is a good feeling to get to, that's for sure. But again, guys, if you're going through it right now, if you're struggling, if you're trying to figure this game out, and you really just you're unmotivated, you're demotivated, you haven't seen results, you've got scammed, I'm here to tell you, just give it time, brother. You'll get there. But you have to commit. You have to be all in, right? I see too many people that are just in this industry that just are like, oh, I'll just kind of try it as a side hustle. I'll just try and figure it out over time. No, man. You have to be all in. You have to be committed. But not enough people are as committed as they need to be in this space, and this is why they don't get results. That's what I talk about with my guys in the RSA all the time. And so it's not just the skills, it's not just the sales skills, it's not just the networking skills that are important. It's about how you think about the world up here, right? I've gone from someone who was a shy, introverted teenager at like 18, 17 that struggled to pick up the phone to order a pizza, to rubbing shoulders with millionaires. A lot of my good friends are super successful, at a very young age. I'm able to spend 1.3K on a night at a resort to celebrate a huge milestone for myself. I'm able to travel the world. I'm able to bless my parents when I want to. I'm able to travel and see my parents when I want to. I don't have to report to a boss. I don't have to ask anybody for permission for anything. Super blessed, super grateful. But understand, getting here took so much fucking hard work. And you can do it too if you just give it enough time and you just give it enough effort. But so many people, they try something, they fail, and they just give up completely. Something that I've learned over the past 2 or 3 years is there is no failure, there's only feedback. And when you start thinking that way of a data-driven approach of like, okay, if what I'm doing isn't working, let's just look at the data and let's just see how I can pivot and change and get to where I want to be. Your life will change. And I think another one last point as far as like inspiration here is a big thing that served me in my journey is exposure. Right now, what is exposure? Exposure is essentially seeing things that make you challenge your current limiting beliefs, right? Your current beliefs of yourself, whether that's money, health, relationships, dating, general lifestyle, right? Hopefully this video can serve as some type of exposure that it is possible, right? I'm an idiot. Well, I'm not an idiot, right? I'm not quite an idiot. Might not want to downplay myself that much, but guys, I didn't even study at university, right? Common sense wise, I have no idea, right? You ask some of my friends, even some of the guys in RSA, sometimes I can be a bit stupid. And I want to serve that as inspiration, if anything, as uh, you don't have to be as smart as me, right? I'm not smart, but uh, you don't have to be super intelligent. You don't have to be brilliant to make money online. You don't have to be brilliant to change your life. You just have to pick the right strategy, the right vehicle, and give it enough effort over time, and you will get there inevitably. But I see far too often than not that people can't commit to those four things. And the last thing is obviously being committed is a big thing. And so, like I mentioned before about exposure, I wanted to tie off on that point, is that exposure has led to me being able to change my mind on what's possible. Right? When I first met my mentor Ben, he showed me how he was working with business coaches and how that type of stuff. That was like basically my first role, sitting and doing sales. Actually sent him a message last night thanking for everything that he did for me and when I was first getting started in my previous years. He laid the foundational building blocks for what I built today, from a personal development point of view, sales point of view, business point of view, everything. Taught me all the skills that I know about today, so I'm eternally grateful for him. I'll be grateful for the rest of my life for my mentor Ben. Shout out to him. Probably never going to see this video, but it's okay. But he exposed to me what's possible, and hopefully this video can serve somewhat as an inspiration, somewhat as an exposure to you. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not more handsome than you. I'm not taller than you. There is no reason as to why you can't make what you want to make. Long story short. So I'm gonna tie off the video there. But the one last thing I did want to show you is this amazing view. Now, yeah, geez, I'm sweating hard, guys. It's very hot here, but got the best place, the best suite in the house. Pretty crazy, right? Just see the mountain there. The reason I'm showing you this again, it's like I'm not saying, hey, in the next 90 days you can be, spending 1.3K a night on a hotel. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that give it enough time and maybe you'll get there, right? I'm not saying you can do that with high ticket sales. You definitely can. You definitely can. What am I saying? But again, I think the biggest thing with this video is just inspiration, if anything. Okay. I know this is going to be a bit rough and raw as it usually is, but hey, that's what you hear. That's what you're watching the YouTube channel for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Give it enough time, guys. Give it enough effort. Give it enough energy. Get the right mentor. Get the right structure, or right strategy, and you can do this. Just give it enough time. Right? I'm proof. I'm solid proof that you can do this. There's no reason you can't. So, anyways, guys, hope you have an amazing day. Hope you're crushing the week, and yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next video.